Okay. And I think everything's live. No, I just need to... That's annoying. There we go. What's up, Vader? What are you doing? I'm about to hop on my own server and do something that I'm not expecting to do. I think I'm going to make a gunpowder farm or a creeper farm, which I've never really done on Java. Honestly, I've never actually played vanilla on Java until this server. But yeah. What are you doing, Vader? What the? Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't play the server enough. Working on your add-on. See, that's what I need to do. This weekend I'm going to have to work on my add-on as well. It's a big problem. I keep putting it off because it's like, I don't want to work on it. It's like, with my blocks, I have to change so much stuff. It's just tedious work that it's like, it's not hard. It's just tedious. And then right now I have to go add all the recipes to make it survival friendly. And it's like, I don't want to do that. But as soon as I do that, then I guess I'll have an update for my add-on. And I need to get an update out. If I get an update out, then it's going to be like more work because then more people are going to want more updates. And it's a whole cycle. I know as soon as I make an update, it's like more people are going to look at the add-on and be like, oh, I like this add-on. Make more updates. It's like, God dang it. I need to, but I don't want to. Do you play Java often at all? Because I don't know. I like it so much better. I want to play a mod pack, but my PC can't run it right now. Definitely not. Well, I mean, it can run it, but it can't run it while streaming. It sucks. That is my next focus. Get a new PC. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I was telling Derpy about it when we were in that voice chat. I don't know if you know the... here, I'm going to look up the mod pack real quick. Because I don't know what mod pack it actually is called. It's like material energy something. Energy... I think it's 3. Well, actually, I guess any of them. Yeah, it's like material energy to the 3rd power. It's my favorite mod pack, and that's what I want to make like a bedrock version of. But it's going to take so much work that every time I start, I end up giving up because it's just like, it all revolves around, I'm not even sure what mod it revolves around. It's like the disk drives, so I'm not sure if that's applied energistics or if that's, I'm assuming that's applied energistics because I think they have the storage disks. But either way, I would have to make my own version of that, and I would have to probably do it just with all structure blocks and commands and stuff, and so it would kind of suck to have to do. But the problem is that I need it to store data, so I'd have to make it where you like unload a disk and it's gonna save every block inside of that area, and it's just like I could probably pull it up because honestly I don't really want to build a gunpowder farm. It's like I'm gonna have to watch a video on it, and yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect for right now and load up bedrock because I made like a parkour version of it, just like as a tester to see if I could do the like unloading and loading of discs, and I can do it, but I can't do saving. I did do saving one time, and I don't know if you know Mr. Bates, but I used Mr. Bates' video. He made a, what is it? It was like how to make structure blocks infinitely sized. And so I was like, oh, that's perfect. I could do that because the area on the mod pack is like a 69 by 69 by 69. And obviously I can't do that with a structure block normally, so I tried doing that, and then I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can make like a whole map out of this. And then I started working on it and realized how laggy it was, and it's not worth it. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. But I need to find... I don't think it's this one. Maybe it is. I'm not sure which map it is here. I'm gonna switch over OBS. If I can. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is just like complicated. It's just because of saving discs. I can load it and I could save somewhat, but it doesn't seem very like I don't know. It breaks sometimes. And when it breaks, the whole entire thing, like I have to redo all my work on the thing, and I'm still not sure why it breaks. I think it's just because of the fact that Minecraft doesn't like saving to the disk or saving files, I guess. Because I don't know. I'm using redstone to activate the structure block, and when I use the redstone to activate it to save, I don't understand why, because sometimes it works, but then sometimes it doesn't. And I read online that they're not supposed to save or something with redstone. I don't know. It's a whole thing with structure blocks, and that's why I'm like, I could probably do just like parkour maps and like adventure maps with it to where it doesn't have to save the disk, but that's not what I'm really wanting. I'm also not sure why this is taking so long to load. Yeah, it is weird. I'm not even sure if this is the right map, honestly. I know I have a couple of them that are like based around it. Oh yeah, this I believe is the correct map. Yeah. Okay, and the other problem with this map is that I'm using the chisel mod for bedrock, which sucks because it's like I'm gonna have to have them, whoever plays the map, download it, and there's gonna be so many add-ons that are gonna be installed for this map that people are gonna have to install them either manually, or I'm gonna have to talk to the creators, or have to recreate them myself just to get them to work. But anyways, this is like the disk drive, and I believe I had it set up to where you have to like hold the disk. I'm not even sure anymore, so I'm gonna have to give myself the disk. Yeah, so the first disk, if I hold this, oh, there it is. And then insert the disk. Because I'm holding the first one, it should do something. Yeah, see, it like loads in. I mean, obviously it's being slow, but there we go. So it loaded in this whole entire area, and then this is where basically you would do survival, I guess, and then create a bunch of stuff. There would be quests, like a whole quest book system. You get rewards for your quests. There would be like a trophy room, so there'd be like little hidden stuff in this. Like maybe in the actual mod pack, he has like skulls, so it would be like a pig head, and like all the different mobs, there would be like a head for them, and you could like collect them all by going around all the different discs and like around all the areas, because there would be like a greenhouse in one of these rooms, and like all these other things. But you'll see here, I'll actually just break this corner out real quick and see if it saves, because I haven't played this map in a while now. So if I input it again with the same disk in my hand, it should save that and like unload this disk. Hopefully. Oh, there it goes. It's so laggy right now, and it's just because I'm using one structure block that's like edited NBT data, so it's like it's not supposed to do this large of an area. And plus it's filling this whole area with light blocks, so, or I think it is. But so now if I redo it, it should have that corner now. Nope, it didn't work. I could see like the outline. Oh no, it did work. Okay, yeah, so it saved. So basically, I don't know what's wrong with it then. It just, like, sometimes it breaks and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not really sure why. But it's really as simple as just, like, 2 commands. I can go and look at them real quick, because I think it's just detecting, like, what disk is open. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I looked at this, I don't even remember anymore. So this one's gonna be... So it's gonna check the disk drive and set it to open. So this is basically just like saying, it's basically just setting the score to make sure it's open. But then what is... Oh yeah, and then this basically just activates the structure block. So all it does is just change the scoreboard of the disk drive, and then right now it wouldn't work with multiple drives. Like I couldn't just add a second disk and then have it work. I'd have to find a workaround, and that was the problem with the parkour map that I had, was if the player has a disk already loaded and then he goes to load a second disk, it's just gonna load the second disk, but it's gonna save, or I don't know what happened. I think I had to like make sure that it unloads the disk first, because if it doesn't, then the water messes everything up. Because if I come down here, you can see all this water. This is like waterlogged right here. So let's say I have a structure block of just air, and it tries to fill this whole area up. It's not going to work, because all of these waterlogged areas, for some reason, Minecraft does not work when it comes to like filling it with air. It leaves those blocks as water. And so I basically have to fill this whole entire cube with either stone or like any block, and then fill it with air. And it kind of just sucks, because I have to... It just ends up making it more laggy than it has to be, just because of waterlogged blocks. But there's not really a workaround that I've found. But I mean, it's still kind of cool just having like this area just load in like that, because I mean, I could probably just build a house, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, is build a couple houses, like one over here. There would like be a hut with a cave, and I'm not sure how deep this area is. I'm assuming it probably only goes down to this down here. Oh geez, what the heck? I think because I have night vision and because I'm really low to the ground on a super flat world, it just like goes really foggy in here. But yeah, that's the bottom of the cube right there. So it's not like it's that big, but there's like this cave that I would probably have to expand, and then... Oh yeah, I already added this part right here. So I would just make little branches coming out of this and like add little rooms and spawners with custom mobs and stuff. I feel like it would be a pretty cool map. And then you like on the original mod pack, you have to kill 30 silverfish or something like that, and then like 30 spiders, and then you can unlock the first quest. Or no, that is the first quest. And so I would add like custom loot drops to like the silverfish and spiders and stuff. I feel like it'd be pretty cool. It's going to be so much work. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to actually finish it. But, and then over here is where, because I work on the energy and more mod, I'm sure you may have seen it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's basically just like Vantage's basic machinery. So that's kind of where this thing would come into play. Because in the actual mod pack, they have like power cables coming in, and it stops like inside of here, and it's like one of the quests, one of the early on quests to finish. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what mod it is for the quests that they use, but it's like the Feed the Beast kind of quest book. So they have branches. Like there's the first quest, and it'll like have a bunch of different quests inside of that, and then you would like complete those, and then that'd unlock like a whole new branch of quests. And so to complete the first one of the last things is to power the solar panel or something like that. And so out of here, like, honestly, I'm not even sure how it works, but you would have to somehow input power into this, and that would detect power. And I can see how it's going to work in like an adventure standpoint or adventure mode standpoint, but not in a like functional standpoint. Because I mean, I could test if there's power going through here just with like Vatnage's power. See if there's like an actual powered cable, and if there is, then obviously power came in there. But with the mod pack, or the mod pack, they detect a certain amount of power, which I guess I could do that just by doing like make a custom block that works the same way as Vatnage's all his machines that use power. I could just make it do that, and like once it uses about 10 power, then that unlocks that quest or whatever. But then this block right here would, if you shift on it, this is the elevator block. I'm not really sure what they're called or like what mod they're from, but I've seen them in a few different mod packs. So you shift on it and you would just like go down 10 blocks or whatever. So this would be the bottom room, and this is where I'm not really sure what I would do in this room, just because in the mod pack, this is the room where you add the disk drives, because you start off with a like the ME storage, and so right here would be your ME terminal. So you can just go in there, and it comes with, like, as soon as you start, you already have an ME storage and all that. So it's kind of nice because of that, but obviously it's Bedrock, and I'm not gonna install like the ME mod open blocks. It might be I guarantee it is, just because it's like, it's very Java mod packs. They use a lot of the same mods, and I'm not familiar with the mods, but I'm familiar with like the mod pack names. I just haven't played all the mod packs because I can't run them all. Or it's not that I can't run them all. I could probably run most of them. When I try to record, OBS uses so much CPU, and then Minecraft just destroys the CPU. So it's like, I just need a better PC. But then this down here, I'm assuming this might be open blocks as well. But when you stand on this and you look off in a certain direction, there's like a hologram of the area. And if you shift while looking at the certain area, like it would say greenhouse or something and have like a little icon. And if I shift while pointing at it, it would like teleport me to the whatever this block would be of the greenhouse. And it does it for like all the different areas. So there's like the monument room, there's the greenhouse, there's the alchemy room, which is actually really cool. And I feel like that would be nice to add the education edition into this, because you can basically, I mean, I don't know if that's like necessary for the mod pack, but it seems like it's pretty useful. Because the whole entire like mod pack series bases around alchemy in a way. You would like put coal into the, I don't know what the blocks are called, but you put coal into one of the machines and it would take power, and then it would convert the coal into carbon, and then you would get like, I don't know, 4 stacks of carbon, and then you could turn that carbon into diamonds if you have like 9 stacks of carbon. So you could technically convert coal into diamonds, or like it kind of just works in that way. And so I would have to make a mod similar to that. I'm pretty sure Vatnage actually has a mod similar to that. I don't remember the mod name, but I've seen it. But I feel like using some custom like oh geez. Using some, why is this happening? I could have swore that this was all in the decoration stones before. It wasn't just taking up construction. Maybe I'm wrong. But I really like this this mod. It adds so much to this. And like this little thing right here, it's honestly not even, what the, I don't know, this whole thing is broken. There should not be 2. Oh wait, okay, I see. I don't know if that's a new update thing. I don't remember the NPCs having 2 X's. That's weird. Yeah, I don't remember that. But anyways, yeah, so this is my little thing. I don't think I have anything else in here besides just those 2 mods. Oh no, I have the chest GUI, which I never used, so I don't know why I have that. With chisel, and then structures. I think structures are that is Minecraft's default thing for what is it? Game test, I think. Because they do the game test structure things. I think that's what this is. It overwrit my structure pack, which kind of sucks. Because you can see it's got the bridge here, but then on this one it does not have the bridge icon, and that's just because the default game test thing overwrit it. But yeah, so that would be the map that I would be working on right now. And then obviously I have spatial storage parkour, which is the first version of this, which is just a parkour map. So obviously I don't have to do the saving of the worlds, but this is where I kind of got the idea of how I would do the structure block stuff, because I never worked with structure blocks until this. But basically, so as soon as I load in, this is what you're greeted with, just like this little room. I would put this in here. Oops. Yeah, I really messed up on this map. This whole thing's broken. There's 20 entities in this one area, because every time you load into the world, it's supposed to only spawn one if there is none. But the whole test was not working, so now there's 20 in there. But it still should work. So if I click that with disk 1, it should load in, and it's way less laggy on this one. And then I could just find a way up. Which I'm not even sure if I made a way up, if I remember. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of cool, idea. That's why I was just I feel like if a lot of Bedrock creators came together and made a legit add-on pack map, kind of like Vatnage's Stone Block or whatever, it'd be pretty cool. And so I made it to the end, I got the second drive, then I put that in there, and it starts unloading automatically because I was having the issue where it was overwriting with the water. And then I would just do this, and now I get the second one. I'm kind of surprised because this one I thought out of all my parkour maps would have done better, and it did okay, but I think it only got 800 downloads compared to my other one getting 1,000, which the one with 1,000 downloads was really crappy, so I thought that this one was gonna do way better. I don't know. I don't like MCPEDL because of that reason, though. That's why I'm making my own website and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not even good at parkour anymore. I don't play the game enough. Oh my gosh. I really suck. I mean, kind of. I've owned so many websites that it's just I don't keep up with them. I don't really have a website currently that is running. I own the domain for one, but that's just for my Minecraft server, and it's just winewmc.com. There's nothing on it though. It'll pop up with a link, there's no website. It's just because of when I bought the website, it came with a 7-day free trial of website builder, and I was I've never used this website builder before, so let me try it. And then I never paid for it, so they just deleted everything on the website, but I still own the domain. So my whole goal is to make my own website, because right now I have a launcher, a game launcher that auto updates anytime I have an update, and so it basically has all my add-ons on it, because I code, but I don't code websites. I don't know HTML, and I don't really know JavaScript. I know C#, which benefits me if I'm going to be making games and stuff, but that's why I've been making apps for my add-ons. And so what I did was I made a Windows app kind of that you did, or a exe file that you just open it, and it has a little, actually I could probably open it. I don't know if I have it still though. Or I know I have it, I just don't know where it is. Let me find it real quick. Game launcher, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. That's why I was talking to you if you had Win or PC a little bit ago on your Discord server, because I was like making an add-on app that's only for PC so far, but it has the game launcher. So if I basically overwrite the file on, actually no, if I overwrite the txt file, which is a version.txt on Google Drive, it'll automatically detect that there's an update available and it'll just install it on the game launcher, which is really cool. I've never actually worked with that before. And so I did kind of just watch a tutorial to get the game launcher working, but I used Unity to build the add-on application. So you can basically just look through all my maps, my resource packs, and my add-ons, and then just if you click on one on like the screen for it, it'll just automatically open Minecraft and start installing it, which is really cool. But I need to find the thing. It's gonna be weird on OBS because of the whole thing here. Okay. So this is my, just the like app. This is not the game launcher. I couldn't find the game launcher. I know I have it somewhere, but basically if I would click on add-ons and then click on, I might as well just put this on desktop mode. Here, hold on. So if I put this on to, or if I click on energy and more, it'll automatically start importing, which is very handy for me. I know it's like, oh, I already have it installed, so it's not going to do anything about that. And I could technically possibly make it so it's how could I do it? I could generate a new UUID on each add-on, but I don't want to do that because I've had a issue where, let's say I generate a new UUID, but it's just a new version, and someone goes to import that to their world. Well, now the problem is that they have a new version of the add-on, so it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure that'll delete all the blocks that they had of my add-on from the old version. And so if I just keep it the same UUID and then have them just overwrite the behavior pack and resource pack, then I'm sure it'll work. Or just delete it and then re-import my add-on. I'm sure it'd work, but let's say I go over to maps, it'll probably work as well. So if I click on, I guess I could just do spatial storage. World import started, and then you'll see that it's now at the top of the list. So now I have a new world. And if I don't think any of these work. It's possible that this works. Yeah, so if I click that, it'll just bring my YouTube up. Same with the Discord, same with the Twitter, same with the Patreon. And then my resource pack, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen this before, but I have made a app for Android. Only Android. The version? Wait, you can change versions in the manifest of the... If you can just change versions in the manifest, I'll just do that. That'll be so much easier. I didn't realize you could do that. I thought you would have to delete the files every time. Gosh, I might try that though. But for my resource packs, I have an app on Android which just randomizes you a brand new pack. Obviously, it doesn't work on here. I did have a PC version because I started on PC, then moved it to mobile. But basically, if I were to click on one of these, it's just going to download like one of the packs that I pre-randomized. But overall, I'm not sure why it's not installing. I don't know what's happening. I might have made the MC file wrong. Like instead of being like an MC pack, I might have done something else, like an MC add-on, and that might be messing it up. No, I don't think. I'm not sure. Either way, it's just a completely randomized pack, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's where I was like, I asked if you had PC because I was just like, I know most people aren't on PC, so it kind of sucks that that specific app that I was just showing you wouldn't benefit most people. But if people did have PC, they would have full access to instant, like as soon as I have a Google Drive upload, I put it up, and within seconds, as soon as it's uploaded, people have the new versions of my add-ons. Like they don't have to wait on MCPEDL. They don't have to wait. If I upload on Google Play Store and make an app for it, which I'm going to do, it'll take about a couple hours before it updates or before an update goes live. So it's not as convenient as any other website, and that's the same with Vatnage. I'm not sure how quick it is for him to verify your add-ons and stuff or your updates. I'm assuming probably because he only lets certain people post on there, it's probably a lot quicker. But I haven't talked to him about getting my add-ons on there, and plus my add-on's not even in a full release yet, so I wouldn't even worry about it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to. Are you waiting for it to be updated on MCPEDL, or is that on Vatnage's, or both? Because I'm not sure how Vatnage's works. I haven't like really talked to him about it. Oh, really? So is that a new add-on? Or is it... No, because you said updated. Weird. So I'm assuming he just has to verify it then. I'm not sure why he does that, because I was thinking about just making a website where you don't have to verify it all. But I don't want a bunch of people just posting like re-uploads, and like I feel like people would post a second version of their add-on. Like just make a whole new post for it. And I don't want that. So I understand the verifying stuff, but that's also why I was making my own app and Windows app, because if I do that, then people won't have to deal with, like, I would only allow trusted people, like, for example, you, like everyone on the Bedrock add-on corner, I would just let them have access to posting an ad, or like if they send me the file, I would obviously have to manually make the build and like go into Unity and make a build, but like I could do that every day to where like it would be every single day I would be able to make just a new build, a new version of the app, and there would just be constant updates, so people would have, I don't know, it'd probably take like at most 24 hours when the update is sent to me that it would be live. And I just don't see why people aren't doing that. And I told Vatnage I would remake his app just to make it better, because I didn't like his app. I'm not gonna lie. It was very simple. It was like, it just directs you to his website anyways. There's no ads on his app, so it's like I understand why he does that. But I told him I would rework his app and just make him a whole new one, and we could just do banner ads on his app. I don't even want the money. I'd let him have all revenue. And he said no, he likes his app. I know. He said he liked it, and I was like, oh gosh, Vatnage, why? Like, I started working on like one for him because I was like, okay, I'm gonna make one anyways just to show you what I could do, and if you like it, just post it in your name, don't even credit me. And he was like, okay, we'll see. And then I just made it like halfway through, and then I was like, okay, you know what, I'm not doing this, it's just a waste of my time. I don't want to be doing this because I'm gonna have to update the app every time there's an update, and it's just not worth it for my time. And so I gave up. And then I started working on my own. And it kind of sounds like a dick move, because it's like I could have just had him make his and then I started working on my own, but it's like you have to look at it as it's like almost like I'm making a video for someone else versus making a video for myself. It's like, why would I make a video for someone else? I don't know. Yeah, his app definitely sucks though. I might still have it installed. I might look at it and see if it has an update. I'm assuming it's probably got updates, but at the same time, he used like I'm not sure why, but he used a app builder. It almost seemed like they said you need no code experience to make an app. And that's where I was like, it doesn't make sense to me, because he definitely knows how to code. First of all, I know he knows JavaScript because he knows game test. Unless he's having people do that for him, I know he knows how to do game test. And then outside of that, what the? I don't know why the texture packs just started importing. Fix his structure loot. Jesus, why is it doing this? I don't know what's going on with Minecraft. It's broken right now. But what is the structure loot add-on? Is that just like for like is the add-on structure loot or I know he knows how to code, so I know he could code his own app very easily. Well, at least with Unity he could. He wouldn't be able to do it like straight off the bat, just pure code, because most people wouldn't want to, and it's very time consuming. But Unity, it's very simple, so he could do it, and like it just takes C# knowledge and his custom structure. See, that's the thing. He has. I've seen so many comments of people saying like he sucks at making add-ons because he just makes a bunch of them and doesn't make quality add-ons, and I don't necessarily agree with that. I definitely think he does make like some quality in his add-ons. I don't like his basic machinery. I love that add-on. That's probably one of my favorite add-ons. It's just because it reminds me so much of other add-ons on Java that I would play with. Like can't remember the name of it, but crap. What is the name of the add-on? Mechanism. I love Mechanism, and it's like that's where I was gonna make my add-on like, but it's not possible. So I was like, I'll just make my own version of my own add-on. I'm not gonna try to make a port like some people do. And I respect ports. I'm not saying people should stop making ports. I definitely want more ports because I want to play Mechanism in Bedrock Edition. I do. I just don't want to make it. I don't know. But I definitely think he could rework his app. It has a lot of potential, especially because, dude, it was like one day and he had like hundreds of downloads on that app. It honestly pissed me off in a way because I was like, oh my gosh, this app is so bad for getting this many downloads. And I kind of want to play his what is it, the marketplace map. I didn't really get to play that. I never bought it, but I didn't have time to buy it back then, and I should be able to buy it soon. I don't know what's in it. I don't know how many people he had help with him, or if it was just him making it. Because I know on Twitter he posted saying that he was looking for builders, so I'm assuming it was pretty good. But I'm not really sure. Or at least I hope it would be good. Because I think it was kind of spendy. I thought it was like $7 or something. I might want to check on that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I haven't like seen him. I don't know. I used to get recommended his content on YouTube all the time. Now I don't. I'm not sure why. It's probably just because I'm into coding more. So it's like that's all I see. But what was his map called? I know he was just doing a series on one of his old Bedrock marketplace maps that was going to be a marketplace map that never happened. I don't remember. I might be able to just look up Badinage. Oh, I can. Oh no, he did actually post that map. Never mind. I don't... Since when did he post all this? I don't remember any of this. Oh, Portal Raiders. That's the one that he's doing. I didn't realize. Oh. Okay. Because when I first asked him how long it took to get verified for the marketplace making stuff, because that was my main goal. I was like, I would love to be a marketplace creator. He basically told me that it took him like 9 months and they still never reached out to him. So he he gave me the advice of saying, reach out to a company that's already affiliated and has the partnership and try to work with them. And that's where I just lost all hope. I was like, that's not happening. That's honestly not happening. But I guess he did that for this one. I didn't realize that. I'm curious what else they've made. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff. Yeah, I think what they need to do is add add-ons as a just like a install and like play on your world. I'm tired of having to have worlds. Because I forgot which one it is. I might have it. I'm not sure. Here, let me make sure. Oh no, I don't have Pam's Harvest Craft. Well, I bought Pam's Harvest Craft on a separate account. I'm not about to buy it again. And I'm not going to buy it specifically because it's just a world. And it's such an old version of Minecraft that it's like you go in and the caves are tiny. And it's just, I don't want to play that. I'm sure they can update it, but it's not that good. I know diversity is pretty good. And I've noticed most of the maps on here are so laggy. Like the good ones, at least. Like, diversity is fine. I don't remember any lag in diversity, but... What is it? World of Magic. Oops. Or maybe it was Dragon Knight. Is this it? I don't know if that... Oh, no, it's this one. Yeah, this one is just like... It's horrible. It's such a good map, and it's like... I don't know. When I was playing with my friend, he described it as... He said he's paid for $60 games that have less to do than there are in this map. And that's where I was like, that's 100% true, and it reminds me of Assassin's Creed in a way. So, like, maps like this, I'm totally a fan of. But they're just so laggy, and, like, I think it's just because of the, like... AI that they have, because they make their custom entities, and it's just when they have hundreds of them, it's ridiculous. You'll see in a second once I load in. I'm just gonna go into creative and fly over to where I think they are. But there's like whole voice acting and everything, and there's like a quest book in this, or a quest compass, I guess, and the compass like points you to the quest, which is kind of cool.
Welcome to your new world, mortal. Such a face would be unbefitting.
But this is something I started doing on YouTube when I first started doing... Okay, I need to turn this down. I can't even hear myself.
One of mystery, but also of danger. This is a world of magic.
When I started doing like YouTube and started like taking it a little more serious, this is the map that I started playing with my friend, and so I love this map, but I never actually completed it because it's so big. But you can see, just breaking these pots, this gave me so much inspiration for making add-ons, because I wanted to start making entities after this. How you, like, break a pot and it just, like, crumbles like that, and then you get a coin. I really like that feature. And then, like, this would be your spells, so you come over here, oops. And then you, like, right-click it and you get your spell. And you see, I could, like, shoot it, and then if it, like, lands on the fire, or on the leaves, it'll, like, break through them. It's kind of cool how that works. And these are like respawn points, so every time you get near them, they like activate and start catching on fire, which there's just so much to it where it's like animation after animation, and the whole entire map is just custom textures. Like, the whole thing looks like it took so much time to make. And I'm sure it did. And it was like $8. I don't know exactly what made me buy it, but you can see like there's just chest, like a training sword. I'm assuming that's just a wooden sword, but this map is not even on survival mode, which kind of blows my mind for a marketplace map. Or not a marketplace map, but like a... It looks like an adventure map, and it is, but it's also kind of survival. Because it seems like there's ores and stuff, and you can get like a pickaxe and actually mine stuff, and then sell it. I'm not really sure how the whole map works, but... You'll see. And like the custom model on this... thing. I still have yet to figure out how to do custom models on or items. But here I'm gonna... Oh yeah, there's one of the boss. Or it's not even a boss. These are just like the regular enemies. That's what I mean. Is like they like shoot things at you. Like it gets really laggy when you're in like a city of 100 of these things. And it looks like my spell's not even doing damage to it, so it's like broken right now. Oh my gosh. It almost killed me in 2 hits. Or 3. But here, I'll go into creative. Because right now it's actually running kind of good. I'm not really sure why. Oops. Oh, I think I died. Yeah. Oh no, I thought I went to creative. But yeah, I mean, even just stuff like this, like they just got particles just running at all times over here. And I don't see why. Like, I understand it, but I feel like that's just going to cause lag because I'm assuming it's going to try to run that even if I'm outside of the world, I think. Obviously, Minecraft's going to take care of it and not let it render, but the commands are, like, see? Oh, no, never mind. It's disappearing. But, dude, there's, like, a whole city here. You'll see. This is why it reminds me of Assassin's Creed, honestly. You'll see the quest compass. If I actually right-click on it, it'll show my main quest, and I can, like, look at the side quests and stuff and cycle through the quests, and then set the quest to be that quest. And then I could just follow the compass to get to the quest. So, like, the main one would be over here. At this time. Oh my gosh, it's lagging like crazy. That was weird. It's like stuttering. I'm assuming that's just a CPU issue, but I'm not really sure. I think it's all of it. Because it's not just me that lags. Because I have my friend that's on the Xbox Series X when he was playing, and it was lagging for him too. It was almost unplayable. And there's like tornadoes over here, camels you can ride. It looks like the tornado actually does stuff. Like if you get near it, it gives you levitation. There's like people in the city you can trade with. I don't know. There's so much to this map, and it's just, I'm not even sure how you would beat it. It's just, it looks so time consuming. When we first got the map, I was like, I don't know if it's multiplayer. So I looked up a video on it. I'm like, look at this. There's just a scorpion. This thing looks sick. A wolf thing. I don't know. And then like a whole new city over here. I'm not gonna lie. I flew off in one direction trying to see how big this world was. It never stopped. I just kept going, and it was just like, I don't know where the edge of the world is for these. I don't know if they like used like a custom generator to like make the map. I know that's what I would do. Especially since the marketplace maps like allow that now. But it's just insane, like this terrain. And it's so laggy right now. And I do, like, I guess it is mostly because I'm streaming, but even then, it's still laggy. I don't know. I don't think it's generated like this. Like, I mean, I could fly to the edge of the world and just try to see. I'm assuming, because, like, look at this terrain. This is obviously, they made this. This is not natural. This isn't just generating like that. Unless they did generate it and started building on the generated terrain. I'm not really sure. It looks like they painted this with World Painter, which is what I would have done. But, like, I mean, even then, I'm so far away from spawn, and there's just this thing. Like, there's no way that people are going to ever find this if they're playing this map. This is so far away that it's like, they're going to do all the quests, and then, like, one of the last quests are going to take you this far out. I don't even know what the heck this thing is. I don't know what I just got. I have no idea. I don't know if... Primal Orb. There's just so much stuff. And then there's like bridges right here. So over here, you have to get a... These are all named. Oh, I can't actually break that. That's weird. Oh, wait. It's because I have a sword. You have to break these with the spells. So, like, certain spells will be able to break that. And then I'm assuming this is just a map of something. I don't know if that's, like, the whole map or if this is just, like, this area. This is just one of those maps that would be so cool for YouTube, but I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not a good YouTuber. One day. Oh, yeah. There's just a lot of lore going on there. These little scorpions. There's like little huts. I don't know if there's anything in this cavern, but I'm gonna go see. Yeah, so what are you adding to your add-on? Or are you just fixing stuff right now? Yeah, and now I'm like at a whole new city. Like an abandoned city. I'm just gonna keep going straight. I don't even know what else to do. It's like, I want to see the edge of the world. I do. I want to see like how they... If it is generated like this, it must be. Because I mean, I swear, I flew for like 20 minutes and I didn't see the edge of the world. I could have just got unlucky and went in the wrong direction, but... Like, this looks like it would be the edge of the world right here. And it could be. I think classes. Wait, what add-on is this? Is this the Vader's expansion? Yeah, this has to be the edge of the world. It's just the terrain is so insane. Oh, yeah, this... I guess I did find the edge. Huh. So I guess I got really unlucky and just went the wrong direction before. But even then, that's still a big map. And like, what is this stuff down here? I'm wondering if this is just a super flat. Nope. It's a custom super flat. It's all bedrock. And like over here, there's just a hippo. And crocodiles. Lizard men. It's honestly crazy. This is the type of stuff that, like, I thought I could compete with making maps until I bought this one and started playing it. And I was like, there's no way. I'm not a good enough builder. Like, I'm not a good builder at all. But if you tried to get me to build something like this, you'd be paying me for the next 20 years, dude. Like, there's no way. And there's a lot of, like, little things like these trees. The placement of the trees. So if you're using World Painter to make this, which I'm assuming they're using something similar, the placement of trees is so hard to get right. I've tried using World Painter, and it's like, you think that you have it spaced out in between the trees, like because you could turn the opacity down. I don't know if you've used World Painter, but it's kind of like, well, painting a world. You can like place all the trees and custom trees and stuff with just like a brush, and you could turn the opacity down, but that doesn't really show you how often the trees are going to be placed, and it still doesn't look natural like this. I mean, it looks somewhat natural, but this really looks good. There's just so much work that they put into this map. Like, making sure all of this looks natural in a way would be so hard. And I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm just mind blown whenever I load into this world. And then there's like these chests. You right click them and they do this. It's just crazy. I don't even know what I just got. A brass chest plate and a mana globe and a shield. And there are bosses as well. This is not a... This might be a boss, actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, that might be a boss. I think it is. It's just... Like, look at that. It's honestly fun fighting this stuff, too. And, like, the animations for all this, like, the models, they make it feel like a different game. There's still, like, the survival aspect to it, to where I could still, like, go around and mining ores. Like, if I come over... And they have, like, custom music for everything as well. Trying to look where custom ore would be. Or not a custom ore. There's no custom ores. It's just, like, regular ores. Which also is something that... If they were using World Painter, they didn't have to add custom ores at all. So, I'm assuming they did that specifically for survival aspects, because getting food in this is extremely difficult. Me and my friend, when we were playing, we probably played for like 4 hours, and we kept just running out of food, and it was getting really bad to where we were just spending all of our money in the game on food, and we couldn't buy anything else that would be beneficial to us because it was just food that we had to buy. But that's because we weren't playing it as a survival game. We were kind of just playing as like, oh, it's an adventure map and you just collect food like most maps are. But I don't think that's the case with this map. I'm pretty sure you have to like go and actually kill the hippos to get your meat. And then you actually have to go mine some coal and use the coal to cook. Because there are furnaces around in the cities. And you could actually mine this, because this right here is... Oh wait, that's terracotta. See, this is stone right here, so I could just mine this and get some cobble and make a furnace. But I'm assuming this is just wood. It has to be, yeah. And now I got a waypoint, so this is also cool. If I just walk into this, it puts me into like the waypoint room, and it also kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed in a way because of that. I don't know if you've played Assassin's Creed, but you can go on like the highest points in a city and unlock like the eagle view, whatever. And that'll kind of unlock like a fast travel from the map to that area. And so that's kind of what I just did. I found... Oh, well, it kind of like how I just described, like, let's say it would be like this giant tower. I'm going to fly up here just for an example. What the? I guess this is underground. What the? I thought that blue was the sky, but... if you go to like the top of, I don't know, you could see it on the map. It'll show you when you're in Assassin's Creed. You'll see like all the points that you can go to. But if you go to one, it unlocks more of the map. Not in the sense that you can't play the map in those areas that aren't like unlocked, but it'll like unlock different shops that you wouldn't have seen in the map. Like it's basically grayed out until you go up and like do like it's kind of like a orbital view of... Here, let me see if I could do something about... Here. Let me switch it over to Minecraft real quick. Oops. I didn't mean to open that. And I'll try to do like I'll try to get a video open for Assassins. I love the game Assassin's Creed though. I'm not even sure if it is on PC. That's the problem with these types of games. Because I grew up on Xbox. Assassin's Creed. Here. Let's switch it over. So this is kind of how it would be. I don't know if you're still like watching or if you're just listening, but this would be the original Assassin's Creed. Obviously, this would be the worst one because this is like a evolution of all the different ones. So you would go to like these points in the map, and then you would synchronize your viewpoint, and so it does this like 360 orbital view around you. and then that unlocks like all the areas in that kind of view distance on the map, and then you can fast travel to these areas. And that's kind of the same with this map, in the sense of that you can find these areas in the map and then just fast travel back to them if you find them. But the only difference is that obviously with the Minecraft one, it's not at the tallest points, it's just kind of random. There is no map as well, so I can't just look at a map and be like, oh yeah, there's one coming up like in front of me, let me just go to it. It's not like that. I actually have to just stumble upon them. But I'm assuming if you do all the quests, then you'll actually run into most of them, if not all. I haven't really gotten that far into it. And this is another thing. You can definitely tell that this is a custom biome. This looks like a nether biome or something, with these particles that are flowing up. I don't know if this is like normal in regular overworld biomes. This looks like a nether biome to me. I'm not really sure though. And now I could go and see, like, what does this guy have? I guess he gave me like a, what? I don't even know what this is. Like a potion making book? I'm not really sure. And then this is like the alchemist, so these guys are the guys you trade with your coins and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. So when I pay $8 for a map, though, I now compare it to this, which I'm not sure here. I'm actually going to see, because I don't know how much Vatnage's map was. I know it was kind of spendy for, like, viewers, I guess. I don't want to say his viewers are kids, but I'm just, like, most viewers on Minecraft are kids, so. And by kids, I just mean not old enough to really have their own money to be buying maps. So if I look, I want to see how much actually this map is. Which map is the one that he made? I'm assuming it was Boss Quest. Yeah, look at that. That's insane. 222 reviews. And I think you can only review if you buy the map. Like, I can't review this, I don't think. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so this is only $2. So that's not as expensive as I thought it was. I thought it was like $8. But I'm gonna just do the math. That's $444. Obviously, Minecraft takes 50% of that. So he's walking home with about $222. And that's where I'm just like, even with that many downloads and reviews, it's not that much money for the amount of effort that was probably put into this. Because that's like, what, 2 days worth of work at a normal job? That's crazy. Because if I go and look at like the Faithful texture pack, they make insane amounts of money. Or actually, let me just go to texture packs in general. If I could find it. I don't even know which category it is. Pictures. Exactly, that's what I mean. Is like, not everyone is going to. HD 128. I might want to get that one. There was like an 8x8 pixel. Like, they reduced the textures to Minecraft, and they had so many downloads, and the texture pack was like, or no, they had so many reviews. Best selling, maybe? Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm glad that I'm seeing a little bit more effort into these texture packs, but that one that I was seeing before was like at the top of the list. Oh, it's stuff like this, like soft bits. Look at that, 2,685 reviews times $4. I'm not even sure how much that is. So I'm going to do the math. What is it? 2,685 times $4. So they made $10,000, not in profit, but just in general, off of simplifying the textures in Minecraft. This is something anyone could do. Obviously, since it's done now, no one can do it now. But they walked home with $5,000 off a texture pack that just probably took less time to make than Vantage's thing. 8K, yeah. And then this one is 8,000, and it's also $4. So, I mean, they're walking home with what, $16,000 off of how? What is the? It doesn't say. But look at that. It's got to be 8 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. Oh, wait, no. I think it is 8. Yeah, it's got to be 8. So they basically make a texture pack that reduces the amount of pixels. And then makes, what? $16,000. Obviously, that's a long time for them to add up to that many reviews and downloads and stuff. But you also, like you said, have to take into account that people are not going to review. I didn't review any of the maps that I bought. And I am a person that does usually review. So I can't imagine. There's at least, I would say, 10,000 people that have bought in this. So they're walking home with $20,000. Oh, this one actually kind of looks cool. I want to see this one. I don't know. It looked cool, but some of these texture packs, like little aspects to them, just ruin them. And I wish you could just see the pack and delete certain files of the packs, because I have one pack that I bought, which was, I don't know the name of it anymore. It's Lithos or something like that. Yeah, this one. It was like when they Space Station texture pack? Wait, here, let me go back. Was it in this? Or was it here? Which Space Station one? Pixel bits. Wolf Life. Dude, this is just insane, though. I don't even know what this is. That's only 64? Oh, yeah, I guess. On the 8x8 one. Okay. I'll click it. So this one's 8x8, and then the other one was 8x8. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Just space? Oops. What did I do? I don't know what I clicked on before. Oh, this one. Yeah, I see. Oh my god, what? It is. I guaranteed this one's new, too. I guarantee it. What kind of space station is that? That's not space. Stylized mobs. Yeah, that is stylized, but not really at the same time. Realms Plus. Yeah, I'm not getting Realms Plus. I don't need Realms. I'll pay for a server if I need to. I don't know. I don't see why anyone would buy this, though. Like, I understand that it would be really, really cool for, like, adventure maps, but... Like, what the heck is that? Those red things. Those are the Striders? Oh my gosh. This is something else. I mean, if you're trying to make a cursed video, then definitely buy this texture pack. How much is it? $5? Oh my gosh. And these skins. I have my own skin. I don't need those. I kind of do like texture packs, though. I'm assuming you probably don't play with them, though. Most people don't. I love texture packs. Or I love Faithful, I guess. I don't really love texture packs. But this one, just like, that warden looks insane. Yeah, I understand playing with vanilla. Like, I don't hate it, but stuff like this, I couldn't do. It would be really cool to play once. But I just, it doesn't fit the block style. It just doesn't. And it's so hard to get the textures to be seamless when they're like this size or this texture size. And the biggest problem is Deep Slate, I'm pretty sure, staggers now. So it's like sometimes it goes sideways and sometimes it doesn't. So they don't align when it comes to like textures like this. It just like looks horrible because it just doesn't align. I mean, I would still play with this once or twice. But what I really want to do is make videos on marketplace maps. I feel like that would be a cool job. Just making videos on them. But the biggest problem is I keep screwing myself over. I don't even know if you can hear it right now. You probably can't. But I have music playing right now. Or wait, no, it's actually not playing right this second. I think it just ended. Oh yeah, but anyways, this music, it copyright claims my videos, so it's not a copyright strike, so I'm fine, but I can't get monetized because my watch hours don't count on these videos, and plus, I don't even think streams count. Yeah, I had it louder before, but I didn't care for it. It's like, I don't know. It's nice, but at the same time, when I was like recording a survival games video and I was trying to turn it into a YouTube short, it kind of sucked because the music was now all staggered because I was doing like, it would be like half a second per clip or something like that, or maybe a second per clip. And so it would just like cut into the next part in the music. It just didn't seamlessly play the music. And I can't just add music on top of it because then there's like Minecraft music, the stream music, and the music I put on top. So I need to figure out how to record and stream at the same time so that I could take out the music. But I'm going to need a better PC for that. Also, I always hear that I need to... Oh yeah, Vader. Would you be interested in joining a SMP? It's not my SMP, so... It's something. I'm not expecting you to say yes. I understand you're a busy man. But I was invited to some SMP with small YouTubers and stuff, and so I agreed, and then he was like, "Oh, fill out the form." And I was like, well, I didn't understand why I was filling out a form because he invited me, like, personally. And so it's this King SMP. I'm not going to show the IP because it's on a stream, but he wants more people in it. And there's not really many people in it because he said he was going to start the SMP a while ago and then never did. And so I left like the Discord because I was like, this is never going to happen. And so did most people. And then just all of a sudden he started it up. So I don't know. I don't even know who's on it right now. Like, I don't think people are necessarily playing on it besides me, him, and there might be a couple other people, but I'm not even sure. There was a few people that all wanted to do YouTube videos and start doing it, but then, like I said, they left, and so now he's trying to, like, post on Reddit and trying to get people, so I was just like, if you'd be interested, I could send you the Discord. No, I don't think they are add-on creators. That would be sick. I was thinking about starting my own SMP, but I don't want to deal with, like, setting it up. Because most SMPs, like, it's not just vanilla Minecraft. There's usually add-ons or plugins on the server side, and my server has a bunch of plugins just for my Java server, and I'm not gonna, like, if they're add-on creators, obviously this is gonna be Bedrock Edition. But yeah, I'll send you the, I don't think I have you friended on Discord. I'll add you. I'll send you the Discord for it later. Probably once I end the stream or something. Because I have no idea who's in the Discord anymore. I played on the server one day, and I was like the first person to play on it. And then I never really played again because I got a job just recently, so I didn't have time. But I did tell him that I would try to get some people, and I was going to post on my community posts since I just unlocked those, and see if anyone that I had, like, subscriber-wise, or anyone that saw my community post would join, but I didn't think that would get anyone. So then I figured I might post in the community, or in the Bedrock add-ons corner, but then I was like, this isn't even my SMP, so I'm just inviting people to, like, someone else's SMP, so I'm not going to do that. Not unless I know that this SMP is, like, going to be a thing. Because I don't want people taking a look at it and being, like, interested, and then realizing that it's just not really what they were expecting. Oh yeah, Vader, have you gotten game test to work? I finally got it to work the other day. When I was in that voice chat with you and Derpy, I told Derpy how I wanted to do game tests, and I was just going to try to learn. And then I switched over to trying to learn, and then I finally got it working. It was kind of cool. I'm actually going to work on that right now, because what I want to do is add game test to my Energy and More add-on. Or actually not the Energy and More add-on, but this add-on that I'm working on now. Yeah, I don't want to use it on my add-ons. Like, I understand it, because I didn't understand how it worked either, but since I told you how I know C#, and I do somewhat know JavaScript, I'm not good at JavaScript. Oh crap. This is the wrong world. Okay, so this world is kind of cool, because I doubt you've watched the Yogscast, but I was thinking about doing like a not a role play like they did, but kind of like a add-on review series where I would either review add-ons or just go over add-ons and be like, these are my favorite add-ons, and, like, I don't know, just go over add-ons. I wanted to do it for so long now. I never got around to it, and then when I started, I decided I would try to make a whole world for it, and then I would have, like, all the add-ons in each of these little rooms. So, because that's kind of how they did it. So I added a custom entity. This is my garage door that looks horrible. But if I click this button, it'll play the animation of opening. And then it'll kill itself and open the door. It's kind of weird, but I spent a lot of time on that garage door. Not proud of it. Anyways, the game test, it's pretty simple. I'm assuming you work with permutations. Well, not permutations. It's the events then, right? Have you ever worked with block events? Because it's very simple. I mean, it's very much the same. Where's my game test? It was called first game test. There it is. Actually, this might be the wrong world, but I could send you like a short game test script that would work, or like pack that you could just work from that would just have like a thing that you open, because right now, of course, it's not working. Here, let me try to get it. I don't remember which world it was though. Possibly this one. It's just, I basically made it where you right click and it just opens up the menu and you could like click a button or whatever. It's just, I feel like it has potential, but at the same time, I don't know what game test is for. I'm assuming it's just for, well, game test. It's not for like actual mods, and that's why I'm not using it with my add-ons, is because I don't want to have people use game tests and then have it be something that's like not designed for mods or add-ons, and it honestly doesn't seem like it seems like it's going towards that route where it is going to be supported with add-ons, but as the name says, it's game test. It's more for testing features rather than adding features. I don't know where the world is. Or maybe I messed up the script. I'm not really sure. No, I don't think so. Here. How long have you been making add-ons for? Because I feel like I've been making them for a little while now, and I've gotten so much more knowledge now. And it's so nice having, it's just like going from coding C#. C# is very similar to JavaScript. Obviously the format's different, but 2 years. I feel like it's probably been around 2 years that I started making them. But I never really posted my add-ons. Like everything I would make, I would like have ideas, and then I would spend so long on one block or one thing and just give up. Like that's the reason why I stopped really making add-ons recently. I still do it, but I just, not as much. Like if I go and find my add-on world, I honestly don't even know where it is. Oh, really? Add-ons for SMPs? Like what? What add-ons? Are they on MCPEDL? Because I haven't actually seen your account on MCPEDL. Where the heck is my world? Oh, it's this one. Oh, there's no download. Yeah, what got me into add-on making to begin with was some YouTubers called Boostfer and like Kieran Dev and Bubbo, just a few YouTubers. They were doing like Minecraft Manhunt, and then like they would have some random mod or add or plugin for the server that would add something to make it different. Like one would be like, but I can craft guns, or but there's vehicles, or stuff like that. And then that's where I started getting inspiration, because one of them was like Minecraft Manhunt, but I don't remember what the name of the thing was, but you could basically craft like swords into food. You would like mix bread and swords, and then that would give you like really OP food. And so I made like an add-on for that. So it was like edible swords. That was my add-on. It was very cursed. But then that like got me the inspiration of like understanding add-ons, and I was doing that on my phone at the time because I was playing on Xbox. And then yeah, I know, it's really weird. Their ideas are really cool. Like the Manhunt videos are really cool, but it's just, it's honestly it's weird. Like you wouldn't want to play with the add-ons. I kind of would in a way. If you're trying to speed run the game, having like one of those add-ons would be kind of useful, because what you can do is if you eat the diamond bread, or maybe it's the netherite bread, or I don't remember if I added netherite. Anyways, the best bread that you could make, it would give you like every potion effect, all the good ones, for like 20 seconds. So you'd have like haste 1000, so you could just mine to like bedrock in seconds and stuff like that. So like eating a diamond bread would be very useful, and it's not that hard to make. It's just 2 diamonds and, well, a diamond sword and a piece of bread. So it's like you could technically just start the world, get a blacksmith that has 2 diamonds, and then you're already set to go find your own diamonds. You just dig straight down with that diamond bread, and then get down to like Y12 or something, and then mine. So I mean, it could be useful. And then like I made Minecraft, but players drop OP loot, so players would, well, drop OP loot. I just added a loot table to the player.json like loot thing that was OP, I guess, randomized. Is a vid on your channel? I'm gonna check it. Let's see. I'm gonna see all your, one of your, oh, the emerald sword add-on. Yeah, I've seen emerald tool add-ons, but I've seen so many of them to where I don't know if I've seen yours. Maybe, but maybe not. So you started making them on mobile, or were you just recording on mobile? I'm assuming you were probably making them on mobile, because that's what I started doing as well. It sucked, but it was, yeah. I used Minecraft add-on maker or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of the app, because I have Samsung, so, or Android, I guess. So the app was very useful for making add-ons, because I could just add like functions and all that stuff. Now I look at it and it's so limited on what you could do. It's still a pretty good app. Yeah, I know. It's a good app for what it is, and that's why when people are like, when they come to my videos and they say that they want to start making add-ons, I always tell them, like, if you're on mobile, which most people that watch my videos are, go ahead and download that app. If it's available on iOS, then definitely download the app and try it, because you could just make something super simple like your emerald sword, and I mean, just publish it. That'll get you into it. That, like, I forgot what it was. I don't remember what. Ironcraft. Is a dagger. It gives you speed. Oh my gosh, the textures. Vader. These textures. What? I mean, they're not horrible, but you privated them. I recommend privating them. You'd made a good decision on that part, because my old videos would be from like 2013, so I was like a little squeaker. I probably would have been like 11, 12 years old. Probably younger than that, because I was in 5th grade. So 5th, 6th, 7th. I don't know how many years ago that was. That was a long time ago. But I wish I privated them instead of deleting them, because now I can't look back on like my cringy young years. Now it's just like I have the memory that it happened, but as far as everyone else is concerned, it never happened, and it kind of sucks in a way. Like, it's good because people can't find that stuff, but at the same time, I don't care if people found it. It's like, if they found it, they found it. I mean, I still have one video. It's my very first video that I got on an Elgato Game Capture HD. I was playing Halo Reach. My voice was so high-pitched. I was pretty young. And that one's still public because I never got access to that account again. I don't even know what account, login, and everything. I have so many emails now. Oh yeah, you see my my gold dust and my copper dust and how terrible these textures are. They're not good at all. Also, they like because I use Blockbench for the texture design. Like I like the opacity thing that they have. So I can, like, let's say I want to darken my texture. I can go ahead and use black and then turn the opacity to like 8 and then just draw over it, and it'll like slightly darken the image just by the tiniest bit for shading and stuff. It's very useful because all the other pixel design apps, or not apps, but websites and stuff that I use, they don't have that feature. They have like a darken and lighten feature, but it does it too much. There is no like setting on how much it's going to darken and lighten it. Yeah, that's what I did on these textures, and because I couldn't tell that there was still colors on it, it ended up, like, I thought I deleted all the extra pixels, but nope. So those are all the transparent pixels. All the red and stuff. I'm not sure why it's not like transparent. I'm assuming you can't do that on items. But there's one cool thing that I kind of gave up on, and I never really showed this off on anything, actually. So I got the outlet, and I got the fluorescent light. This is something that I don't know why I made it, but it's kind of cool. It looks stupid, but it's still cool. Let's say I take this right here. This outlet will hold some power. So it's basically just a power cable that's a block so that you can have it in your wall rather than having a power cable coming in and like being able to see through the wall. But then you can put a fluorescent light under it and it actually lights up. And it has the connected models. Obviously it's not connecting right now because it's powered. But let's say I delete this outlet and then place them, it'll connect. It won't do like the 90 degrees, they'll unconnect or whatever, but it's just like a fluorescent light. I need to figure out how to make it look more like it's lit up, because right now that looks so dull and horrible. Like the yellow just doesn't look right. I'm not sure how to change that, but that's why I never really showed that one off, along with my blinds, which aren't even, I never added them to any category, so I need to give them like this. This is why it's called energy and more and not just energy, because I added more, just random stuff. I feel like it's a cool way of just adding whatever I want, because I added osmium ore to this for the power and machining stuff, so I might just add like tools, osmium tools or something, which is going to be really cool, because then if I add the osmium tools, I can use the new tags that you showed off in the bedrock add-on quarter, because that's going to be really nice. That's why I was saying I really am looking forward to it, because then I can start using the tag of osmium or osmium ingot for the recipes, because I'm sure there's going to be eventually an add-on that comes out that's going to be like more ores, or like all the ores like from Java, and it'll add like osmium, and then people could just add that, and then it'll be like a legit add-on specifically for adding the ores, and then I could just use those. But the problem, like, vanilla tags, oh, that sucks. Well, I'm sure that'll change in the future. That's why it's like I'm excited for it anyways, just because I know it will change, but I don't know when. But these are just like blinds for windows. They do have the connected models, just like everything else, and they do rotate. But the problem was on Java Edition, I don't know what mod actually has this. I think it's Cork that adds this on Java. But if you were to like right click any of these, it would open or close all of them, all that are connected. And that was a pain to try to figure out. I got it to work for opening, but I couldn't figure out how to close it. It would close one, or it would just like, I would like, let's say I clicked this one and it opened all of them, and then I would try to close this one. Because all of these would now be open, it's forcing this one every time I close it to be open again. So I would have to break them all and replace them, and so I just kind of removed that feature, and now it's like they all have to be manually closed. It's stuff like that that made me stop working on add-ons, because there's a lot of troubleshooting with that, and it's something so simple that, like, why am I spending so much time trying to add this to my add-on? It's just a waste of my time in a way. So I don't know. No one even asked for the blinds anyways. That's the main reason why. But I think that's everything that I've added outside of showing people. Like, did you see the ore crusher that I added? Power cables. I showed it off in the Bedrock add-on corner in the showcase, but I didn't know if anyone saw it. Okay, then I'll show you real quick. It also takes power like everything else. And it right now it's not rotational, so it only faces this way. But you can see it's got like sound effects and everything. It's actually really cool. And the hardest part, I guess I could say, was getting the animation to run and still function. Actually, no, it wasn't that. The hardest part was modeling this thing, because it's a block, so I can't do animations on blocks. So I had to make a part for every single animation frame so that it could cycle between the parts that are visible. So what was I doing? Oh yeah. Why is that not working? Oh yeah, there's no power cable. Right now, I believe it actually does do all the raw ores. So if I take raw iron, raw copper, the crusher, because this is an ore crusher, it basically crushes down a raw copper, raw gold, raw iron, raw osmium, all of these things, and crushes it into dust. I don't remember if it's Mechanism that does that, or there's probably a few other ones, but that would basically double your ores if you were to smelt the dust. So let's say I put that, oops, that's broken. Ignore that. So if I put iron in there, you can see the green right there. It actually shows you how many items are in there, just so you don't have to like do one at a time. I made it so you could hold a few. And then also the blue on the top, I'm going to show that off in a second, but that's the upgrade. So that's the speed at how quick this actually runs. So if I power it now, you'll see it has a noise and an animation. You'll see it actually goes down on the green bar, and it gives me all my dust. So that's iron dust. Yeah, and then once it runs out, obviously it works for the most part, but now if I give it a diamond, let me break this. The problem with the electricity and stuff is that when it's being powered, it doesn't like interacting. Like the interact component doesn't really work. So it's best to unpower it. Like, it still does work, but I just have to click more than once. Like, if I try to add items in there, I'm clicking a bunch just to get it to go in. It still works, it just... Anyways, let's say I delete that and then give it diamonds. You'll see now it can hold up to 5 diamond blocks. And then I put it in there. And now it's way quicker. So I could just go ahead and throw this in there. And now, obviously, it needs power. And these are the windmill blocks that I made, so they're generating power. But it's way quicker. It was kind of a pain to get the sounds working, but someone just asked into the Bedrock add-on corner about adding custom sounds, and so it was kind of convenient because I did actually add these sounds in. Like, I didn't replace any sounds, so if I do /play sound, I could do crusher .0, and that's going to be the first noise, and then crusher.1, and crusher.2, and etc. So it's just the sound definitions. It's honestly, I just looked at the default resource pack and just added a new definition, and it just started working. So I was like, okay, that's how I'm going to do it. It's so easy, too. I'm not sure how it works with entities, like when it comes to playing sounds. Like this one, I'm just using the play sound command. So, like, play sound, I'm not sure if it's client side or if it's server side. I don't really know how it works, but I know it's like with the play animation and stuff. I think if you were to do it for one player, only one player would see it. I'm not really sure how it works. I just know that it's honestly super easy to add your own custom sounds. You just drag in your sound file into your... I use Audacity to convert it into like a .ogg or .wave or whatever file I was using. I don't remember. It might actually work as an MP3. I'm pretty sure it does. I didn't do that. I don't know why. But basically, I just drag it into your resource pack into the sounds or folder or whatever. Actually, let me see what folder it actually is. It is going to be in... I mean, obviously, it's the same for any other sound, so wherever regular sounds go, that's where it goes, and then you just edit the sound definition file, or maybe it's sound something file. I don't really remember the name of it. It is... So in the sounds folder, you can just make a custom folder inside of there, or just leave it straight in sounds. It doesn't really matter. I just made energy and more. Actually, I could go to the desktop view. So this is going to be basically my sounds folder. I have energy and more, so that's going to be all my sounds. Then I have crusher inside of here. So I would have all my... Like, if you had a different entity or whatever, you would do it there. And then it's the sound definitions. You could add custom music as well. So then if... I think there's play music. That might be a command. But anyways, that would be that. And so if I open up sound definitions, you'll see... I don't know if I used the default one and added my own to it. Oh no, I literally just added extra. So all you do is, like, crusher.0, this is going to be the name that you're going to run the command with. That's going to be, like, well, like I just said, the name. And then inside of that, you're going to basically just specify your category, your max distance, minimum distance, and then your sound. And that's where you just specify the file path. And that's as simple as it is. It just runs or works after that. You don't have to do anything extra. It's really, really nice. I'm not sure what the category is for, though. I kind of just copied one of the block definitions and then pasted it in here and changed some stuff. But it's really cool. I definitely recommend adding sounds, because that's the thing when it comes to game making, is I never add sounds, but when I do, it makes the game feel so much more lively. I know with your entities, obviously, they're probably going to have default sounds. If they're based off of an entity, like a zombie, it would have the zombie sounds already if you hit it. But if it doesn't have any sounds, it's going to drastically change how professional this category is for audio settings, right? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, probably. I'm assuming so. That'll be kind of cool. Let me try that out. Because I can just... Here, I want to make sure that it's not on the full speed. Alright. Yo, what's going on, gamer boy? I am showing Vader my add-on right now. So if I go to audio and go to blocks, yep, it is blocks. That's cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad I kept it on blocks then. I put it on blocks not even realizing. I just took a random block. But that's, I mean, I don't think I would want it as anything else. Like, obviously that would just be blocks. So then what would entities be? I'm assuming it's probably just in the... How are you doing that? How am I doing what? If you're talking about this block right here, this is my custom block I made. It's a ore crusher that basically just takes a raw iron, raw whatever, and it turns it into dust. So it would like double your ores. So once it crushes, it turns into 2. This is power cables, so these are windmills that are generating power, running through the power cables to activate this block, or this machine. And then you can also upgrade this thing with diamond blocks, so you'll see now it's way quicker. And obviously the textures are broken, so I need to work on that, but outside of that, I think everything is pretty set for the ore crusher. Oh wait, no, I have to do the rotation on it, which is gonna suck, but I think that should be pretty straightforward. I'll just do the rotation, I guess. Let me switch over OBS real quick. I need to add a keybind to switch over OBS sources. Or scenes, I mean. I have one, I just don't know what the keybind is, actually. Numpad 2. What was this one? Numpad 1. Okay. Numpad 2 and Numpad 1. Let's see. Does it work? It works pretty good. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do right now is probably fix the block on how it doesn't do rotations, and then after that I'm gonna work on block bench. I'm gonna try to fix the textures for the gold dust and stuff, and I'm not sure if I should do pieces instead, because I was looking into the Ex Nihilo, or maybe it's all the ores, but they add like pieces, like gold pieces. When you sieve stuff, you would get pieces instead of dust. I'm thinking that might make more sense, but at the same time, a crusher, I don't know. I'm not sure if it, like, maybe I should make a grinder as well, and then that would give me the dust, and then I would use the crusher for pieces. I'm not really sure. And I'm also thinking maybe I should do... Yeah. Maybe I should do ores instead, rather than raw gold, because then I would crush the raw gold, and you would need a silk touch pickaxe, and then that's going to double it. So then you would be required to... I don't know, I feel like that's too spendy, though, because not everyone's going to want to get silk touch just to use a machine. I'm not sure. I just feel like it would make more sense to turn it into pieces if it was like a ore rather than the raw version. Wait, you have a crusher in your add-on? I haven't actually used your add-on. I really don't play with add-ons much, so like I know you have add-ons, I know about it, but I haven't played with it, so yeah, I'm gonna install it right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna test it real quick. Yeah, but mine is less fancy. Dude, this is why I was saying, like, I haven't made an update for this add-on in forever, and it's because I spend so much time on each block, and they're all like, is yours, I'm assuming yours probably doesn't take electricity, right? Because most people don't really mess with that stuff. It's just, I really like the electricity aspect, and so I spend so much... Actually, I want to show you the block component, or the block behavior file. Yeah, it's a crafting table. Okay. And it just has its custom crafting, I'm assuming. Or its custom crafting tag, like Crusher. That's what I did for my soul craft. I basically made like a custom soul crafting table where you would like make a crafting table with soul sand. I don't remember exactly the recipe for it. But then inside of that, you could craft like soul shards, and I think magma cubes dropped soul shards. I just wanted it to be something that was hard to find. So I did soul or magma cubes. And then from there, you can craft basically all the spawn eggs and even spawners with it. So it was pretty spendy to get like all the stuff to craft them, but once you do, it's so worth it. Actually, I think the crafting table took soul shards, so you had to find magma cubes to make the crafting table. And then you could start crafting your... And that was the only way to craft the soul shards, was you either find magma cubes or you could craft it with... by using the table that used them. So like you had to find them to begin with, but once you did find them and made the soul table... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was OP as well, but I thought it was such a... like... I just like that feature. Like, if I could just craft... because let's say you find a spawner. I think this making a spawner is OP. Also, I don't know if you've ever even seen my add-on to begin with. If you've never seen this, my Energy and More add-on to begin with, then I do actually have a powered spawner, which is also really cool. This was the first thing I added to the thing, and dude, you have no idea how much time I spend on these things. It does almost all hostile creatures. So I'll just do creepers and endermen to begin with. The problem with it was that I had to do like I had to make a custom texture for every single mob head, just so that I could have the mob head in the middle of the block. Otherwise, I would have had to make a custom particle for them, and then like have the particle summon in the middle of the block. But I didn't like doing it that route, so I didn't do it that route. But this is the powered spawner. I guess I'll just place it first. You'll see it actually turns green when it gets power. But if I put the creeper in there, you'll see it actually uses the creeper egg, and then obviously it just summons a creeper above it whenever it gets power. Which is kind of cool. I don't remember what the recipe is for this thing. It's not that hard to make though. But the problem is you can't make spawn eggs without my soulcraft. So it's kind of useless without having my soulcraft add-on. Or someone else's add-on that does it. What else do I have that is cool? I have the auto sieves and the sieves. They're like, everything I have is like powered. But I added compressed blocks so that you could like sieve compressed blocks, just like in Xnilo, how they have the compressed sieve. And so this is the auto sieve. And if I go and take gravel, let's see, right here, I can put it in. When it gets power, it's going to sieve through that. And just, it'll cycle through the random loot table of what it can do. And then technically, because there's the compressed version, it's going to do 9 times whatever the loot table was. And just like in Xnilo, it is the log thing. So if I put gravel in there, this one's OP. You can see how much stuff it really gives you, because that's 9 times the loot. I don't think the recipe was that much harder to make this one, so I definitely need to tweak the recipes and like how OP my stuff is, but it's more, I've been focusing on more functionality and just like adding a random recipe just to make it so people can play with it. Because I can always change a recipe, but I don't want to change the block and how it functions necessarily. So now I'm going to go back and try to find my block, because I wanted to show you just how much I ended up putting into that crusher. And it's probably not the longest code for all my blocks, but... oh, that would be really cool. That would be really, really, really cool. Because if you could combine, like... I don't know what they would drop, but... that's the thing with your add-on. Vader's expansion, it seems like from what I've seen in your server, like your Discord server, you have a lot more stuff in it. Like, it just seems like a general add-on. It's not like focused on one thing. It kind of seems like it's just like it's got everything. And that's kind of why I added and more to my add-on, because it's kind of the same way. It's not just one thing. It's kind of like everything, but focused on energy. But I feel like that would be really cool. But that's the hardest thing for me, is making custom entities. Even making that, because it's kind of add-on pack. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I would still add it though. If it's like, if you let him add it, I would, if I were him, add it, just because, I don't know, it seems like a cool thing to add. Why would you not add that? Like, the more the better. Where is my ore crusher? There it is. I don't know if I've ever played Vat Ninja's stuff. I know I've tried. I tried playing that Space Factory or whatever it was. That was probably the laggiest map I've ever played. I tried to play, but then it was just like, it was too bad. But that's when I first really found out who Vat Ninja was. When I saw that. Like, I knew who he was from his add-ons, but I didn't watch his videos. That's when I like subbed to him and saw his video on it. I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. Let me play that. And it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so I'm going to switch this over. Is that it? No, that's not it. Control 2. That should be it. So, this is my ore crusher. This is all I have in it, and it looks like there's a lot because it just keeps on going, but it's honestly not that much. Like, compared to most of my blocks, and this is where it's like, I start getting lost at how much stuff I have in here, but it's mostly just the, it's because it has to have, like, multiple permutations, so, like, right here would be the, upgrades. So, like, it's obviously going to get faster, each one, so the ticking speed is just going to get faster. And then, right here is, like, the interact. It obviously has to have an interact for each different item. And then the loot, obviously, it has to have loot for each item. On destroy, I wanted to make sure that it, when I break the block, it stops the sound. So I had to add that. I'm not even sure if that works, honestly, because that's a new feature I just added. But then these are all like the actual upgrades. So it all starts right here in power. It's basically going to check, well, first it's going to check if the item count is 0. And if it is, then it's going to set the actual item to 0, which basically is the item that is displaying when you click on it. It displays the ore, and that's why it went purple and black with the osmium ore, because it was broken with the texture. It's going to set it to 0 every time, so that's the first thing it's going to check is that, and then it's going to check if it's on, then if it's not on, then it's going to trigger checking for energy, which is basically saying, like, if you are not powered, check above you and see if there is a power cable. And if that powered, and then inside of check for energy, that's going to be basically just checking for energy. If there is a powered cable, then set the block to be unpowered. And so it also works with Vat Ninja's power cables as well. So that's also another thing that sucks, because I have to make mine cross-platform or cross-compatible with his add-on, because I want to, I guess. I like having mine compatible with his, because I like using his power sources. I don't really have many power sources other than the windmill and the, actually I only have the windmill and the watermill. which both work almost the exact same way. They have the exact same texture. So I like using his power sources anyways. And so that basically runs that. But then if it is powered, which like basically if it's on and the upgrade data is 0, it's going to trigger everything inside of the first upgrade, which is just the default upgrade. Then if it's the next upgrade and it's powered, then it's going to run the next upgrade. So that's basically why there's so much here, is just because it has to go through each upgrade, then it has to go through all the interacts, then it has to go through all the other stuff, and it's like my blocks are so much laggier. But I also wanted it to be in a way where it's like I don't need to have a bunch of these blocks. I'd rather it be like you only need one of these, because if you have more, then it's going to be laggy. So let's just make it so it's like it's so useful that you only need one. And then right here is obviously the part visibility. This is all the piston properties. So like each piston piece. And by that, I just mean like every frame. When I said that I have to make a model for each frame, this is each frame. Then right here would be like the green icon on the block. If I go back and I got rid of it. I don't think it's in here. Okay, so all the red and the green, that's going to be the item. Where is it? The item count. So that's the item full. These are all those parts. And then the item empty, that's obviously the green. Or no, that's the red. The item full is going to be green. This is going to be the red. Then right here is going to be the upgrade. So that's going to be blue. And then that one's going to be like white or black or whatever it is. And then that's basically it. I mean, that's how much goes into just one block. And that's why I don't like when I've had a couple subscribers keep asking me. Or no, I've had one subscriber keep asking me when I'm going to have an update and like what's going to be in the update. And it's like, it's hard to show off stuff because it takes so long to do one block that it's just like, I don't feel accomplished when I add just an ore crusher, because people are like, oh yeah, cool, I can double my ores. It's like, it's a lot, but it's not a lot in a way. I don't know how to describe it. It's just because this is how most of my blocks are. If I go over to or most of my powered blocks, like if I go to the auto sieve, like the fluid tank's very similar as well. The fluid tank sucked because I had to make a different block for every data that it has. So this would be the auto sieve. Obviously it's not as long, but that's just because it doesn't have upgrades. And also it doesn't have as many parts, so it doesn't have to cycle through like animations. This is just like the material going down, basically. That's the only parts that's going to be changing. And then if I go over, you'll see in the fluid tank folder, this is all the fluid tank data. And this is where it really sucks. If I want to add Vatnage's milk and Vatnage's XP liquid and Vatnage's oil liquid, and I believe he has gases, so I'm not going to deal with that because I would have to make a gas tank. I would have to make all of these for each liquid. Because the problem is Vatnage's fluid tank, here's the difference. The only reason I don't like making the same stuff as Vatnage's, like, because I know he has basic machinery, and that's where the inspiration for this came from. So I try to add my own version of stuff, or like stuff that you would like want to have my add-on and his add-on, like not one or the other, because I don't want them to be the same. I'm not trying to make the same blocks, basically. So my fluid tank, even though it is the same thing, first of all, I like mine better because of the textures. And then second of all, let's say I do this and then just add that. Oh, crap. Okay, let's say I add that in there. And then I go to serve. Let me set it to peaceful first. Okay, So now there's water in here. So if I break that, it doesn't show on here, but if you hover over it, it actually holds the data. It says fluid tank data, and then it shows you how much data or water is in there. And if I place it back down, it holds the data. Vatnages, if you break the block, it just loses everything. So all the water or lava or whatever's in it just loses it. And that's why I have to make a block for every single one, because it's basically like giving yourself that block. And it's cool, but it's kind of painful to have to go through, because if I have to change something, like let's say this one didn't work, like let's say it didn't give me a bucket, which was happening recently, I have to go and change it for every single block, which there's 14 versions of each liquid, so that's 28 so far. So I have to go and change that. Luckily, with Visual Studio Code, I can go ahead and open them all and then do like the search, and I can replace all of it. So like if I come in here, oops, I don't know what I just opened. Okay, if I take these, drag them into Visual Studio Code, and then click on the search tab, I can actually search for, let's say, material underscore instance, and it'll show me all of the material instances, and then I can just replace it with material instance underscore whatever, and like it'll change it for everything. But it's still annoying just to have to like open every single one, make sure they all work, and I don't know. If Minecraft just let me hold data, like actual data on a block, then that wouldn't happen, but that is not the case. Because that's also the same as like Vatnage has to have his powered cable and his unpowered cable. So like if you go in the creative inventory, you could, or not inventory, but if you do /give, oops, not fiv, but give, I could do powered. Actually, oh yeah, mine I believe is the only one that shows up, but it's because I wanted mine to be in the creative inventory for now, just for debugging purposes. Once I get, actually I haven't had to deal with that for a while, so I'll probably just remove that, but technically I could just give myself a powered cable, and this actually holds power. So what I could do is make it so when you break one of these powered cables and it's powered, it would drop an actual powered cable, so it would like hold power. And I'm also going to do the same thing as the fluid tank for a battery. And that's like the only two blocks that I have planned that are going to be the same as Vatnage's, because he has the battery and the advanced battery and stuff. I'm not going to do the advanced battery, not that I know of, but I'm definitely going to do a battery that'll hold like actual power, so if I break it, it'll have all of its power still. Because it kind of sucks. Like, let's say you set up everything and it's like you're in a restricted house and you're trying to build it as small as possible, and you really can't just extend your house, but you set everything up and it turns out that you need one block more room. So you have to break everything down and remove all your power stuff, and it'd be really nice if that battery actually held power, so you could just like break it and you didn't actually lose everything that it was generating. Okay, for sure. Yeah, it's like 8 p.m. for me, so I was not expecting to even stream this long, honestly. But yeah, it's well, I'm in your. I'll send you the SMP thing, and then it's. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to show. I'm just gonna be working on my add-on, I guess. But yeah. Oh yeah, that whole chat thing, that's new too. How it pops up on the stream. That was my first time adding this stream, so it's kind of cool. Oops. But Vader, you gotta hit me up sometime. We'll do a fucking video. I know you don't want to, but we will. I'm gonna force you. We'll do like a it'll be even better since you're on PC. We could do anything, dude. We could, like, I don't know. It could be like an add-on review, or like I could review, or we could just do like a Minecraft marketplace map or something. Because like I said, I have a few of them, and I have 2 accounts, so okay, bet. Yeah, because I mean I have some marketplace maps. We have I mean there's add-ons are free, so we'd always do add-ons. Doesn't really matter. Let's hit you up for it. I'll figure something out. I'm more busy now, so it's a little bit harder to find time, but I mean it's ideas. But yeah, I'm not really sure what we would do. I got plans, and like I said in the Discord, I still wanted to play Diversity. I played it before, and I've already beat it, but no one wanted to play it. Well, actually, I don't remember who wanted to play it with me. It was like, I'd have to go back, but it was like GGG something. He wanted to play it, but when I told him to hit me up when he's available, he never like ever hit me up, so I still haven't played it. I'll probably hit him up soon, but yeah, you know him. I don't know anyone in this whole Discord. Like I only know him now. When I joined, I honestly didn't expect Vantage to even add me. Like because he didn't like verify. Like he was telling other people like what's your Discord and stuff, and then for me, because I hit him up multiple times, talking to him about how I would make his app and stuff. I'm assuming he just thought I made add-ons, because I never actually showed him my add-ons. And so he just added me to the add-on thing anyways. But I was kind of shocked that he didn't like ask for verification that I make add-ons, but luckily I did. I don't know. But yeah, he said that he would play Diversity, or wanted to play Diversity. I don't know if he wants to play it for YouTube, and we don't even have to play it for YouTube, honestly. I don't really care. It's a fun map, and it's like, it's something that I like it on Java Edition. Obviously, the Java Edition has like Diversity 3 and all that, and they're way, way better. But Bedrock Edition, it's like, I feel like making a video off of it would be pretty cool too, even though I don't know how we would record it. I'm not sure. We'd figure it out. Like I said, we don't even have to record it. Because there's also like Fishing Story. That's a really good like fishing map, but it's a little grindy for YouTube. That's what I actually did record the whole thing, so I have the whole thing recorded. I just haven't edited it, so I have to do that. That's what I'm gonna be posting this weekend. Or wait, no, I'm gonna edit this weekend and then post it throughout the week. So I have so many videos. I need to get them out, or edit them and then get them out. Yep. All right. Later, Vader. That sounded weird, but later, bro. All right. So I'm actually gonna be right back. So here, let me switch this over real quick. All right, be right back.